Well, that had to be one of the most goriest movies I've ever seen. I mean, just 8 minutes in, this movie is gory as fuck. As a huge horror fan, I've never seen this much gore this early in a horror movie. Or at the very least, it's been a long, long time. The kills in Terrifier 2 are absolutely brutal. I mean, just one example. I'm not going to say what character, so if you haven't watched it yet, you go see it, you don't see it coming. But just this one character. He skins and dismembers this person the hard way while she's alive. And then he fucking pours bleach and salt into her open wounds and then starts cutting off her flesh when somebody else appears to check on this character. Like, that's just one person. That's fucking rough. I will say one very unique thing, though, was that Art the Clown used somebody's head as a Halloween candy bowl. That was actually pretty funny. You know, we've got tried and true kills, like, you know, beating somebody with a hammer or cutting somebody's head off. But then it goes crazy, like the one I already described, as well as stabbing a dude in the dick until he dies. Like, there's no mistake about it. He's just stabbing him in his dick until he bleeds to death. It's like, holy fuck, man. Lauren Lavera as Sienna, who is our main character other than Art the Clown, I think she is great. She kind of starts the movie as, you know, the stereotypical, like, you know, creative girl who only has a small group of friends, but then she ends up a total badass. David Howard Thornton, who is Art the Clown, that man is amazing. I honestly think he could very well be the next Doug Jones. Now, for those that don't know who Doug Jones is, he is the man of 1,000 faces. You know, he's mostly in costumes, doesn't say a word most of the time, but he's known for, you know, Hellboy. He's the fish, the amphibian. I can't remember the character's name right now. He's Billy Butcher in Hocus Pocus, Hocus Pocus 2. He's the creature in the shape of water. He's done a whole hell of a lot with Guillermo del Toro in general, especially in Pan's Labyrinth. The man can do amazing things in costume without saying a word, and so can David Howard Thornton. Or at the very least, he can do it as Art the Clown. But I honestly think, if given the opportunity, he could step up when the time comes for Doug Jones to retire. I honestly didn't really know what to expect going into this movie, because all I heard about was that it was gross, and people were passing out and throwing up while watching it, and there's a bunch of Karens who like, oh my god, this shouldn't be in theaters, our kids shouldn't be watching this. And, well, you shouldn't be bringing your kids to a movie called Terrifier, that's also a movie that's not rated, and you can't really make the argument of, oh, they're sneaking in, because most theaters nowadays, especially places like AMC, there's assigned seating. So unless the movie is not sold out, it's kind of hard to sneak into a movie these days. So Karen, watch your fucking child and you wouldn't have this problem. But anyway, I went into it with an open mind, with no expectations, because I knew it was going to be fucking out there and weird. And it ended up being kind of awesome. At the end of the day, Terrifier 2 is a shockingly well-made horror movie. If you look past all the disturbing kills and all the blood and the gore, it's actually an overall well-made movie. And of course, with the mid-credits scene, which features AEW wrestler Chris Jericho, they keep it open for a third one, which I'm perfectly fine with. Let's do a trilogy, because as we've kind of discovered, Art the Clown, definitely not human, because he himself kind of gets beat up quite a bit in this movie, and he comes back from everything. If you're on the fence about Terrifier 2 and you're a horror fan, I do suggest it. It's, at the very least, it's something curious to watch. Just to itch that curiosity, you know? I give Terrifier 2 a B+.
Did you enjoy the review? Make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to get notified when more reviews go live. Feel free to leave a comment to discuss your thoughts on the movie or show, and I will see you next time.